Hey, Julie, DNC here. Congratulations on the Community Leadership Award. I'll say this, if you're even slightly as effective as a community leader as you are running our radio station, they are in very, very good hands.
You know, we talked a lot recently about a certain Boston athlete accusing his boss, his owner, of being a liar, of being not trustworthy. Well, you won't hear it from us. You're a stand-up girl in a man's world in a tough business. You have overcome, my girl.
Congratulations, Julie. Well deserved.
Good job.
Entercom Boston is a cluster of radio stations, 2 AM stations, WEI and WRKO, 2 FM stations, WAF and Mike FM.
Entercom is the 4th largest radio group in America. We're the only pure radio company that exists that is not into billboard business or television, what have you. We have 125 radio stations all over the country.
A lot of people who work here at Entercom have adopted I think it's a Kennedy family philosophy of, you know, to whom much is given, much is expected.
We get to have fun at work all day. It's not medicine, it's not science, it's theater, it's fun. And we get so much recognition in the community, and we have such an obligation, I think, to use our voice, AKA our microphones and our platforms and our position in society here in Boston, to help raise money for people who don't have that sort of platform.
For me, in my role with 4 radio stations and a lot of moving parts and a lot of charities and a lot of requests, the Franciscan to me, especially in Boston, is kind of my litmus test. Annually, we do the Mike FM request for help to benefit the Franciscan Hospital for Children.
People can call in and pay for whatever song they want to hear on Mike 93.7.
And we crossed the $100,000 mark.
The other thing we do is a party every year for the kids at Christmas with all the mascots from the Patriots, Celtics, and Red Sox.
They come in for the day, we bring in a bunch of pizzas, we play music, and the mascots battle each other to be the supreme musical chairs mascot of Boston.
I've worked for a lot of people doing this job for 20 years, and Julie is probably the hardest working general manager that I've encountered.
I know that I can walk into Julie's office and say, I really need you right now, can you help me? And she'll drop whatever she's doing and she'll help me put out my fire. I call her the Hurricane Hunter.
Smart, funny, stylish, you know, she sparkles, and that sparkle comes from deep down inside, and, you know, comes from her heart.
He's the smartest, funniest guy I know.
We met at this party. I believe she was there with a date, and I was there solo, and the date left a little annoyed.
My daughter's name is Samantha, and she just turned 12. And my daughter is smiled since the day she was born.
This wonderful little child who is just the greatest kid in the world, and a reflection of her mother in so many ways.
And every time my daughter asked for a sibling, she got a puppy. So now, you know, we have 4 kids, 1 human and 3 fur.
Julie will put sweaters on them, and, you know, faux shearling coats, and you won't see me walking them when they're in clothes.
I come from Detroit, the city of Detroit. You know, my parents were divorced when I was 2, and my mother raised my sisters and I, and we had a pretty simple life.
Where she grew up in Detroit, there were some times that were really hard, and I think that formed her, and she never let go of that, never forgot where she came from and how important it is to be able to reach back and help.
You know, when you're in sales, you want to look a certain way and look professional and look stylish, and you know, it's hard to get there when you're a younger person. I remember myself having 2 jobs and putting every bit of that second money towards my wardrobe and all that type of thing.
Well, we're talking about not just Julie's closet, but we're talking about Julie's closets.
I believe in karma, so I believe every time I get something, I give something away. So if I buy some new shoes, I give some shoes away, so that there's never more than there's room for.
Intercom saleswomen, other people from the staff do come shopping at our house, and, you know, we have the best dressed nanny, you know, on the planet.
My oldest son, Devin, he's 14. He is special needs. And when I was looking for great doctors that would specialize with special needs kids, everyone recommended Franciscan Children's Hospital.
Kelly is amazing. She's an inspiration.
I think that Franciscan has been such a huge passion point for so many of us. Obviously, I have my own personal connection here, but it was really great for me to see Julie and Bill and the other members of our staff really embrace the Franciscan.
That's a great thing about radio people. We're like carnies. We're like circus people. We stick together, and my group just got into it.
She really believes in all the organizations that we partner with, but Franciscan is the one that pulls at her heartstrings and really gets her personally.
This place to me is the real deal. It's not fancy. They can use our help, and I feel when I make a heartfelt plea to other people to help the Franciscan, it's going to do some good. I think people who do this for a living are angelic anyway. I believe that if you make your life's work dedicated to helping people who are really sick or have, difficult, tragic circumstances, you somewhere behind that dress or suit is a pair of wings. I believe that.
I like to say that they turn tragedy into triumph.
I know a lot of the parents at the Franciscan have to work, and they can't be here all day. I have to work, and if my child was in a environment like this, I would be so grateful for anyone who came by and visited them and touched them and played with them.
She's dynamic when it comes to things she's passionate about, and there's not much she can't sell to you if she's passionate about selling you that thing.
It's a joy for me to go up to people, peers of mine, and say, you've got to get involved in this. You've got to come see the Franciscan next time you come to make commercials in the studios. You've got to come and see. And so far, I'm batting 500.
She's just the biggest hearted person on the planet. You might not say that if you were involved in a contract negotiation with her, but that's different.
Corporate America's got to help. That should be a mandate. That's non-negotiable.